Hey, gals and guys, it's Chris Mosier from MyMediaHelper.com, and welcome to SharePoint Lesson 3. And today I'm going to go through the rest of the web parts that I didn't get through the last video, and we're going to do some oddball things this time out, just to finish up those web parts, and I'm going to deal with documents and embedding and stuff like that. So I can show you all how to do that. And then the next video, I'm just going to go to town and just do a whole video of me just designing a site, just kind of freeform it, next time. So let's get into, so as you may know or not know, so here's my Making Comic Studios 4.0, which was put together a shitload of time ago. And I mean, 2012, I haven't touched this in a long time. Anyways, I'm going to turn it into a SharePoint site. That's what I've been doing during these tutorials. Not only doing that, I'm going through and showing you different aspects of SharePoint to get you going on your sites as well. This is a communication site. This is more towards an interface that you would normally see, like on your average website. If you go to the Googles and put in a web address, an external site that anyone would be able to see. But of course, SharePoint was originally intended for internet sites, and now you can do as external. So let's get rid of some of this stuff that I put in before from the last video. And I just want to go over some parts that, I'll just save this as a draft. Get back to edit. And I just want to go through some parts that I didn't get through before, just because they're a little more complicated, and I try to make these videos about an hour. So first I'm going to show you, let's open our contents actually, and I'm just going to right click and open this tab as the contents, just so we have, move my dopey head over here. So I'm going to focus on the documents, and we're going to upload a video. I'm going to show you how to embed it, all that in this particular video. So let's go through the remaining elements that we had left, the web parts as they call them. So lists, I can show you how to do a list. I'll do that at the tip end. My feed, I don't really use my feed. It just kind of incorporates everything that you've done through Microsoft Office. Just puts it in a feed. It's nothing spectacular or anything. You can go on here and up the feed and include your news. We haven't done news yet. I can show you how to do a news post. It's just like doing a page. It's just kind of treated a little differently. So that's up to you if you want something like that. Obviously, any of these elements are up to you. I never use it. It's kind of worthless and pointless to me. So what I wanted to show you before, we did our buttons, we did our call to action, hero. So this is basically hero right here. So let's take a look at hero, shall we? So we created, maybe we didn't create, we're going to create, all right, some pages. So let me save this draft. Let's go to gems. All right, and then I'm going to create new. So this is a page we created before. Now, if you want a page to create a page, here's our home page. You just go new. You just put new page. Like we did before, I want to go into gems, and what you can do here is copy this page. So let's do some type of banner or something for gems. Let's make it look a little prettier than it is right now. Now, as I showed you before, what happens if you upload, and I'll show you again if you didn't catch it last video. I'm going to upload a piece of art. I mean, we've got art here already. Actually, I'm just going to grab this. I'll do this on the next page actually to show you. All right, so I just want something, and I'm not going to get too anal about this whole thing just based on time. And I mean, that's not how I really want it to look, but that's what it's going to be for now. All right, so I'm going to save draft. So let's right click on our title, and I'm going to open this in a new tab. All right, this brings us to our home page because I want both these elements open at the same time. So when we go to hero, this is kind of like our header, and well, it's not kind of our header, it is our header. So I'm going to take one of these elements to link to our gems page. So I'll bring me over here. So I just click on this and I'm going to hit this. And then, oops, nope, that's not that right. This changes the settings for this here. I'll show you. That's not what I wanted to do, but now that I did it, I might as well show you how that works. Okay, so you can change those around. What I really wanted to do is edit this frame. All right, so I'll get that. And I'm just going to put gems, and I could put something else on there. I'm just going to put description. Doesn't really have to be anything right now. All right, I want to change the background image. So I'm going to change this. You can do auto select an image. So what auto select will do is it will look at this page, and I don't have any elements on there right now, and it will pick a picture from that page and just place it right here. That's why it's only showing this, because that's there right there. Custom image is what I normally do. Color block. That's what this is, obviously. So if you just want a color block without any imagery behind it, then you can certainly do that. But I'm going to change this to custom image, and I'll use the poster again. Insert it in there, and then, oops. All right, and then we could, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Yeah, I want to fill the whole rim, so zoom in and out. You can set your focal point so her head isn't cut off, but then I kind of want all the girls in there, and he's kind of looming in the background right there. Okay, so that's my imagery. I want to change the link now, so I'm going to hit this. All right, and I had 2 pages open just so I can grab this. And then, I mean, you can do it both ways. You can just put in gems here. You can click on that and add the link. All right, there's the link right there. That's probably the preferred way. Or if you have an external link, you can just put it right here. Same thing, same deal. Do the same thing. So I'll just go to recent and I'll just put in gems. Okay, oops, gems. Yeah, might be already in there. Yep. All right, so we are going to save draft layers. And so if we click on this, we'll go to the gems page. Oh, well, it didn't go to the gems page. If I click on this, it will go to the gems page. Okay, I'll show you what I just did on that. So if we go to edits, there should be a learn more button on there. We'll go back to here. I believe this is optional. Yeah. So you can do this. It's a call to action link. I could put learn more and put the gems URL in there again. I'm just going to get rid of that for now. Actually, no, I like the way that looks, actually. I'm going to just grab this and go like this. Change my mind. I'm indecisive. I don't know what to tell you. And then I will save draft. And then you go. Learn more, and it brings you to the gems page. So you can keep building off that. So I'm not going to do this. I'm going to be building these pages next video. So I'm going to just do a whole video of me just building. I'm just going to record myself building pages without really any rhyme or reason, just to show you how to do it. Maybe you can build your pages while I'm doing it, but that's next video. Why am I talking about the next video? We're on this video. So we're going to copy this page. Okay, and so one of my other concepts is called Earth, and I don't want myself actually as the author of that. All right, so you see right up here, it says Earth, so I'm going to save this draft. And I always get used to saving as draft just because you never know what happens. I don't want to lose anything. Microsoft is pretty good at auto-saving things, so you shouldn't really be too concerned about it. But it happens once in a great while. All right, so I want to change image on this. And then, so I want to show you from before, and if you didn't catch it last video, let me just re-emphasize it. Let's do an upload, and I want to show you what this does. I'm going to go to my desktop. We have Earth. I've got a couple pages here. I'm going to grab this. That's the cover. And I'm going to add, and then you can change the focal point depending. It's kind of hard on these covers here. And you're not married to this either. If you want to go to page details, change thumbnail. What am I looking for? Page details. Oh, I didn't want that either. Sorry about that. Let's save draft. Let's edit. This is what I was looking for. So it wasn't in page details. It was here. So let me show you how I got there again. Sorry. I've only done this a million times and I still don't always 100% remember. So just go to this tool here and you can change this if you need it bigger. So I can place more of the elements in there. And maybe I'll do that for now. You can do overlap. Don't really like that. It's all personal preference, of course. You don't need an image at all. I'm actually going to do this. I kind of like that. All right, I'm going to leave that as that. So I'll just X out of this. I'll leave it as Earth. So I can do this again. Okay. So I want to focus on this. Oops. Didn't want to do that. Well, son of a bitch. Okay, set focal point. All right, I got Earth, concept, and other language, I guess, just to have something to put in there. And you can do alternate text if you want. And I don't really like it centered. I don't need text above title. I don't need publish date. And then you can put your alternate text there if you like. All right, so we can go back now. And I'm going to save as draft. Remember, we haven't published yet. We're not going to publish until everything's completed. So I'm just going to grab this URL. I'm going to go back to my front page. I'm going to do my edit. All right, you can decide, well, where do I want to put this? I'll put this right here. So just click on here until this pencil comes up. All right, and then we're going to change background image. It's on color block right now. We're going to go to custom image. And before I do that, let's go to site content. I just want to refresh here. And I'm going to go to site assets. So as I explained before, and here's the new folder Earth, because that's what I called the page, and Earth is perfect for that folder name. It's got this freaking number that they SharePoint automatically puts, arbitrarily puts in there, and I absolutely do not like that they do that. If there's a way around that, I'm not really sure if there's a setting or something you can do where it doesn't do that. But for now, I'm just going to rename from cover. All right, and if you refresh this, it should conform because that's it pulled from the page. So because you renamed this, SharePoint's going to automatically know. That's what it's called now. So if we go in here, oh, maybe I'm making a liar out of myself. That might not be the case. Let's go back. Oops. Yep, that's what I want. Let's go back. Let's go to site. Let's go to asset. Let's go to Earth. All right, let's go to front cover. Okay, it doesn't look like that was the case though, but we can just go back to that folder and grab that image again like that. Okay, and just save draft. And that's cool. I just don't like how that does that. It's going to do the same thing to your documents, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. So let's go back to this, right? So we're going to do a link here in the front page to make it look all pretty. We're going to change here. We're going to go to Site. We're going to go to Site Assets and Site Pages and Earth. And I got to grab this again. You don't have to use the same image. You can use a different image. It's just this is for time's sakes we're doing this. You can hit your focal point and kind of get an idea where you want to put your characters. And I can put Earth. Okay, change. We'll just click on that, and that's going to automatically link to that page, as you see there. And then, yeah, looks good. So I'm going to save draft. All right, and now the page is starting to cosmetically look okay. All right, so you just hit Earth, and you go to your Earth page. Okay, and then I'll finish up with the rest of my titles here. And I won't do that today. I'll do that the next video. All right, so that web part is Hero, and I'll just show you a few things about Hero. I mean, when you initially set up the page, this is what it's going to look like. If you start farting around with the sections, you can start doing this. How you get it back to full, I'm not sure if you do without making a new with a new page or a new section, but you got the undo button. So before you decide to do that, you can always duplicate that page if you want, and then you can play from there until you get it the desired way you want. You don't have to have it full like this. You can do like that. All right, and then you can go make different sections down the page like that if you want. You can make them, like I said, you can keep going as many times as you want. Change the background if you want, something like that. All right, but it is initially as your page out of the box. Just I would just leave it like that at that point, unless you really have your heart set on something when we scale down a little bit. All right, so that is that, babies. I wanted to show you one other thing here. You can do layers. I don't usually do this. I guess I really had no reason to do layers. I just don't. I don't know. I don't like the look of it, but I mean, maybe it's something you can play around with. But I just like it like this, baby. Oops, but I like it my 5 or my 4 this way. It's good too. Right now, I'm going to do it that way, babies. All right, and then you can make it collapsible. You can make any of these sections collapsible. I also do not like collapsible. It makes it cheesy, but just be aware it's like an accordion, right? Just be aware that it's there for you. It is an option for you all. I'd rather go here and show you what it is. All right, and then I'll do a save draft. It's just, to me, it's kind of cheesy, but that's just me. So let me go back to edit. Let's get rid of these collapsible crap. Make collapsible off. Make collapsible off. All right, and I will save draft. Okay, let's get to the next elements, the web parts as they call them. So we're going to do this plus here. And I'm going to do next section. We do this plus up here to get to the web parts. So we covered hero, image gallery we did before, links, quick link spacers, stream. Let's do a video. Okay, so on most of your packages, what you're going to get here is a app or a program called Stream. And you can actually do this one of 2 ways. Now, I don't want to get too much into Stream and how to use Stream. That's a totally different application. So let's just go ahead and we can create a channel. Let's just upload a video. Okay, so I have a video sitting over here. So it's a gem. So I'll kind of show it to you real quick. It's just like a gems opening. Of course, it opens on the other screen. So now I got to drag it over once it starts. Oops. There it comes. I think it's coming. Where's it going? Oh, what a pain in the knuckle sack. All right, let's try this again. All right. So here's gems opening. Okay, simple opening video. All right, so I'm going to, and I don't want to get too much into using Stream, but if you have a video, let's look at it, how to embed it, both on Stream, how to embed it by just uploading it to your content. So actually, let's do that first. So back at my site contents here. So it's kind of a split to where I want to put this video. I actually want to put it in two places just for myself, just for what I want to do. But really for the example that I want to show you, I want to put the video in documents. It's not a document per se. It's a video, but in order for this to work, it's going to have to be in here. So I'm going to have gems documents that I'm going to put in there. So I'm just going to create this folder for gems in my document. And then I'll just show you how you do it again. You just go in the folder. I'll put Earth. There's going to be Earth documents as well that I'll be importing soon enough. All right, so I'm going to open this up. I'm going to do a new folder inside the folder. And I'm going to put videos. Put video. Okay, create. And then I'll open that folder. And then I'll shrink this down a little bit just so I can drag this over here. So as you can see, it's uploading here. Okay, perfect. Go back to, I'm going to close this actually for now. And I'm also going to put in my assets. I want it in both places. And again, this is a personal preference. So folder, I'm going to put video again. Great. And again, I'm dragging because I don't want SharePoint to put any type of numbers in front of my naming conventions like they like to do. Again, it's uploading. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the various degrees to how to embed things. Let's go back before I do that. All right, let's go back to Stream. So if you go to your Office front page where all your apps are, once you log in, you just hit the little Stream, that red arrow that's pointing that way. All right, we're not going to get into creating a channel or a group or anything like that. We're not doing permissions. We're going to do very simple. So we're going to upload our first video. All right, there's my MP4. I'm just going to put gems opening. This is the gems. Okay, something really simple. I'm not getting into permissions. I'm not getting into options. This isn't a video on how to use Stream. Just very, very basics of it. All right, so those updates are saving. You can go over here to your contents. And I'm going to go to videos. So you can see this is processing through. So we're going to let that process through. Okay, I'm going to go back to my main page here. I'm going to get the hell out of that. I'm going to put my head someplace where it's out of the way. And I'll just save draft. I'll go back to edit. All right, so the first embedding thing, there's actually, let's break this up into threes. Okay, so if you hit this, you can break it into 3 columns. All right, so this goes to what I just uploaded in the documents. So over here, if we refresh, should say one right there. Oh, that's because I put folders in there and stuff. Okay, so that's right there. So if you come over to your web part and you want to have file viewer, and there's gems opening right there. If you just want to go to the site, you can go here. You can go to documents. You can go to gems. You can go to videos. Boom. Notice you can't go to assets here. That's why I put that in documents. It's a document viewer, right? So we'll just put that here. So we'll open there. Okay. Yeah, I'll just save the draft over here. And then it should play through. Okay. I don't know if it's kind of buffering in the background. It's not really playing. It will in a few seconds. It might be processing in the background. Okay, so that's one way. So let's go back to edits. Now, so you want to upload your stuff to YouTube. So I'm just grabbing this video from my YouTube channel. This is just my media helper opening. All right, and I go back. And so this is the next web part I want to show you. Very simple. YouTube, kind of self-explanatory, baby. You can do embed. You can do in bed or out of bed. But so you can either grab shit. You can either grab. Too busy telling stupid jokes. You can either grab this and copy and paste that in there, or you can just do the link that I just did. Either way is fine, and it's going to show up there. So we'll save as draft, and then it will play there. Okay, so we will show you the embed code. All right, so let's go to embed. This is the next web part. So this is the 3. We're doing 3, right? This is the 3rd web part for embedding videos. As soon as I freaking find it. This is embedding for anything. This isn't just in videos. Where the hell is it? Embed text. I know you're there, babies. I know you're there, babies. There it goes. Okay. All right. So this can be anything, and I'll get into document embedding and PowerPoint embedding and all that good stuff. Let me go to my Vimeo account. I don't know. What do I have on here? I'll just use this. So I'm going to hit embed. And should be some like a share thing or embed, upgrade. Should be an embed code and one of these. And if I can't show you on Vimeo, I'll just show. Here we go. Embed. There we go. So I'm going to grab this code. I don't think we need all this shit. Actually, I don't think this is going to accept this. But hang on. Let's see what happens here. Okay, that actually worked. I don't need all this div crap. The iframe. Div iframe. Don't worry about all this. This is just, again, this is my personal preference. But there we go. Okay, we save draft, and then it will play through there. Okay. Yeah, it's still not playing through there, but all right, we'll go back to edits. We'll see if this is completed. So that has completed. So I will share, and you can grab the embed code if you want here, like that. So let's go back to our SharePoint. Save draft, edit. Oh, it's behind all this crap. Okay. If you want to do this, you can do that. Got the embed code. So there's gems opening, if you like that. Or we can go stream. It should hook up to your stream channel. And there you go. You can break these down to, you just do single video, obviously, or you can build a channel and just have a channel of videos. But that's getting way past what I want to get into is this video. So if you wanted to build a channel with just say a series, what if my channel is gems? If I just wanted to do a series called gems and just have gems video on my gems page, I would just make a channel called gems. I'll put all my gems videos in it, and then it will stream. I'll have a bunch of them playing here. All right, so that's all the embedding video. It's very cool. Okay, let's get into documents. So that takes care of a lot of the web parts that I wanted to get into with you. And as always, if you got any questions, comments, I mean, certainly put them down in the description and I will address them. I'll make videos to any questions that are put forth to me. All right, let's get into documents. All right, and for this portion, I want to get into uploading documents and displaying them on your page. So you can do it a couple ways here. Go into Documents tab. We'll start with gems. I'm more of a drag and drop kind of guy. You can do, we'll go into the gems folder. You can upload files, folders, or templates, as you can see there. And I'll just grab gems pilot teleplay. I'll just grab this one. And if you do it this way, it won't add that arbitrarily number in the front, or at least it shouldn't. It'll pop up in just a second here. I'll show you what I mean. So yeah, it doesn't add that strange number that SharePoint normally puts, like I showed you with the images before. So that's the teleplay. You can do it that way, or you can just kind of go over here and drag and drop. Go here. And oh, it's loading here. As you can see it here. And I just did an example Excel sheet. I'll just throw it in there for giggles. I did an example PowerPoint. So I just went to, I just searched Google and put PDF to PowerPoint, and it converted a PDF file for me for PowerPoint for this example. Just for this example, I'll delete the PowerPoint afterwards. I don't really need a PowerPoint for this. This is just for your benefit. You're welcome. So we'll do that. While that's doing that, I'm going to go to documents. I'm going to put in short stories. I don't know if I should put my short stories or short stories. I'm just going to put short stories. All right. So creates that. And I'll just use the uploader to show you. Here's 2 short stories that I wrote this past summer for a couple different anthology books. One came out in November and one's coming out, who the hell knows. I'm going to rename this. I don't want Grammarly Scrub. I'll leave final edit, I guess. I don't know if I want that either. What the hell's going on here? God, the new final edit already exists. Huh? What are you talking about, Shenny? Rename this here, Shay. Rename that, Shay. File edit. All right, I'll just leave that alone for now. Actually, I'm going to do this. Sorry, bear with me if you could, lovers. I just don't want Grammarly in there. I think it's reading it from my Word because I have it. That's how I have it. Is it open? Is it open someplace? Why is it being difficult? Rename. Nation mode final edit. Yeah. I don't want 2. Why is 2 on there? Oh, okay. Oh, because I already have it there. Okay. Well, that was dumb of me. Sorry about that little segue there. Let me get back to what I was doing. Find my way back. All right. So I didn't realize I had a final edit on there. Now that's Nation of the Moon. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. All right. So I don't need this. I'm going to delete that. And that's what I want. It's 2 final edits. Okay. All right. So that is complete. And then we will go to our page and we'll show how to display these babies. Now let's start with, let's knock SharePoint out of the way, really. Got this. We'll do another section. Yeah, we'll split it up in twos this time just to, we'll put a little color. I don't know. We'll do gray. What do you think? Gray? Sure. And then so if you want to embed document, let's start with SharePoint. So again, this is not a SharePoint tutorial. Let's go to gems. Let's open this baby up. Okay. So what you want to do is just go to File. You want to go to Share. You want to go to Embed. You just want to copy that code. Don't go to Embed. Go to Embed. And of course, everything is going to freeze. I definitely need some RAM for this computer or something. But so you copy that embed code, and this is where you want to put it right here. Plus that, oops, that's not it. Actually, I grabbed it from here, so I didn't have to bring the PDF. Not the PDF. All right, we'll do that again. Put that in the garbage. All right, so once you copy that embed code, we'll go back over here and put this back in here. And this is where it's going right here. And then you can just left click off this white area and it's going to show up here. And then you can toggle around that if you want. And then there's your PDF right there. Not your PDF, your PowerPoint. Sorry, I misspoke. All right, so we'll just save draft, leave that there for now. People can come over here and they can either open it. I'm not going to open it because it's a very large PowerPoint and it's freezing my computer here. But let's try something else. Let's do our example Excel sheet. This is really nothing. I just grabbed this from the Microsoft site. So we just share, embed, same deal. Here's your embed code down here. So you can just left click once, you can copy, and we'll go back over here. We'll hit our edits, and we'll put our embed code in here. Boom. And just click off in the white area. So there's that. That's displayed. And then here, we'll do this. We'll put this in threes. And we'll close this baby. And let's get a PDF for this. And then share. On this one, I have to find the embed code for this. Share this link to send. Share. Let's copy link and see what happens here. And we can do, actually what we can do is file viewer on this one. And then we'll put in this. And then here's that PDF. And that. So you can do the same thing for Word as well. So let's go to a Word document. Let's go back here. Let's go to documents. I got my short stories here. We'll do Nations of the Moon. Okay, we'll go to File. And we will go to Share and go to Embed. And we will copy that code. And go back here. And we're going to need to build another area here. So we'll just do one column real quick. We are going to do embed. Yeah, I think you get the general idea anyways. And there you go. You got your word in there. All right. So you got your PowerPoints, you got your Excel, you got your PDF, and you got your Word if you want to display them all here. And I apologize for this deal, but at least you can share your file and you know how to do that. So let's get rid of this stuff. Let's get rid of this. Right. So you're just excuse me. You're just clicking on the area, and then somewhere there should be a garbage pail. But I'll just get rid of the whole thing here. And I'll just build a new area. All right, so what if you wanted to put your entire document folders on here, which I do this occasionally, not personally, but again, I do a lot of this stuff at my employer. So let's go down to document library. Okay, and then you can decide what you want as far as this is concerned. So I just want my documents. I'll just do my short stories. All right, so you can come over here and toggle it, documents, all documents, and I just want short stories in here. And then apply. And then these are kind of obvious if you want to hide the command bar. All right, so if you save the draft, so you have your files over here, especially if you have like a group site, if you want to share files and everything. Okay, so you can do that. As far as that is concerned, let's see what else we got. So we did buttons, call to action, hero, image. We did this image gallery link. Oh, we killed these babies. Stream. Okay, we did that. We did YouTube. We did document layer. File viewer I just did. So I'll show you again. It's very simple, right? We'll just do this is just kind of another way to display your individual files. Instead of doing the embed, you can just do file viewer. Same exact thing. All right. So let's see what else we got. File viewer, highlighted content. Yeah, I don't use this too much. Let's see, you can do like a document library on this site. I'll do documents, and we can just do, how about just PowerPoint? So it just gives you the PowerPoints. Pretty self-explanatory, these filters. And you can do any. Recently added, recently changed. All right. And then you got your usual grids that you can change from. And how many you want to display. Pretty self-explanatory. A lot of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory from this point. List, I haven't created a list yet, so we'll get to that. List properties, I haven't done that yet. So I'll do that in just a second. Let me make sure we've gone through all these other ones. What's this? Adobe enable extension. Yeah, that's fine. List properties. Page properties. I've mentioned this before. I don't really use it. I don't find a good use for it. It's just basically telling the system what your page is. Let's see, you can add title. This is a page property. I don't really find any good use for it. Let's republish it, and this is your home page. Woohoo! All right. And these are the sites that you have. So, and you should be able to do different, yep. All right, so these are just the different sites you created, just all in one. So you can so you can toggle through and have them on the front page or any page, just so you can link to the sites. Here's the sandbox site. Here's a communication site. Here's the one we're working on right now. Here's our apps, right? So anything you've created under your umbrella of your SharePoint, you can put that on your front page. Maybe you have like a main hub site and all these subsites, and you want to put them all on your front page for people to link to. You can use quick links. You can use this. There's more than one way to skin a cat, as they say. There'll be no skinning of cats, by the way, in this video. Okay, save for later. I'm not really sure what saved for later is, to tell you the truth. I've never used it. I don't have any saved items. So, right. Conversation. I don't use any of these things, so I don't have anything to show you as far as this is concerned. We're not doing any type of group site or team site or conversational site where I would need this. See, none of this. These are feeds. Twitter feed is pretty self-explanatory. I think I showed you this before, but I'll put my media helper. I think I showed this in the last video. So it's just showing my feed of my Twitter account. You just put in @ and whatever your Twitter account is called, of course. All right, and then you can put as many as you want, as many as you want that you've done as far as postings or tweets. All right. We already did the countdown. We did events. We did group calendar. News. That's if you have news articles. So you can add news articles to these sites. So if you wanted to go, let me save as draft. So you can create a news post. Just basically as it sounds. It's just basically one of these. Instead of this, it's a news post. And then I'll actually do a separate video on there because I don't have any for this particular example. So look for another video. I'll do a separate video on that because I have some at work. I can show you how to toggle it and use it, and it's pretty good. It's pretty effective. Organization charts. That's pretty self-explanatory. You can just put in different people and how you want to. Let's see, enter number. We'll do 10. For reporting levels. I might be cutting this video a little bit. Just because a lot of this stuff I don't use, and I don't want to bore you with it. World clock we used. Let's look at Kindle Instant, just because I do have a Kindle book out there. You can do code snippets. If you want to put in some code here as an example for people to come, especially if you're like a programmer. I'm sorry, I'll do it right. HTML. Sorry. We do a div. I don't know, div whatever, hello. Maybe you wanted to do like you're a programmer and you want to give people examples of code they can use for their particular site. So you can just use this, and then they can grab from this and use it for their own site. Maybe you have a tech page or something that you want to utilize. So that's a pretty cool thing. You see that on a lot of how-to tech sites and stuff like that. All right, let's see what else we got here. Embed we've done. Oh, I wanted to show you, okay, quick charts. Pretty easy. Bring up your quick chart. You're going to put in your data. You can either do column or chart as you see. You can get data from your list or library, which we haven't created one yet, but we'll put in, I don't know, we'll put in comics, I guess. Enter value number of 10. Right? And so that's, let's go, we'll put issues. Value of 10. 100, I guess. So let's put in, all right, so we'll put in gems, add one, and we'll put in Earth. These are titles of my comics. And this is what I sold. Maybe we'll do years or something like that. Let's do one other one. Let's do Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck, Uncle Doug. Uncle Buck was the movie. Uncle Doug is another comic strip I wrote. Will be generous to myself and put 15. Okay, so put issues and amounts. Amount sold. How about that? Okay. And then you can say, we'll put the name of chart. Put comics. Oops, sorry. Comics sold in 2022, let's say. I don't know. This is just for example. You can go and you can play around with this. Don't use charts too much. I use other stuff. So you can do this. You can have two. So if you want to like duplicate this, you just hit this. You just hit this icon right here. Go back here. Go here. So then you can have your chart and your pie graph. So if we get rid of this over here, and then you can just drag this over like this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's get rid of this. And we'll save. And there, you can have a little graphical arts, little tracking system going on there for your stuff. All right. All right, let's go back into edit. And yeah, we done good. We didn't do Power B. We didn't do forms. These are all separate videos. Just add people, say site owners. All right, so say you want people to come to the page. You want them to know who runs the site, if there's an issue with the site, if there's a spelling mistake, you want something added, whatever you can think of there. You can put this here, and then people will know who to contact in order to get that corrected. All right, to finish up, let's get into lists real quick. I'm not going to get into too many specifics on lists. I'm just going to kind of show you how to set one up to start with, and I'm going to have to do a separate video on lists because that could be a whole hour training. So if you go to your contents and basically do new, you do a new list. All right, and then, like I said, there's so many options for lists. It's a whole big training. So I'm going to just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do a blank list. And I'm just going to put, shopping list. This is an example, obviously. Description is, this is what I need at Wegmans this week. Wegmans is a grocery chain where I live. This is what I need at Wegmans this week. If you don't know what Wegmans is, so you can decide if you want it on the navigation or not. Here, I'll just show you. If you leave that there, it will pop up here. All right, so there's my shopping list up there. All right, and then you can put in new items. So let's put a new item in. Let's call it, I don't know. We'll call it eggs. And then we'll put, we can add columns. And as you can see, there's so much you can add here. you can do choices. I'll show you this choice. All right. So here's choices. And these are all going to be color coded. So let's do, for instance, let's put in department or aisle. Okay, and then if you just click on there, we're going to put produce. We'll put, so I'm not really sure, meat. And we'll put cereal. And then you can keep, oops, cereal. How do you spell cereal? I think that's, and then you can keep adding choices till the end of time. I don't know, cleaning supplies, maybe, I don't know. Okay. They'll all be color coded. You can come in here and put them different colors if you want. And then you can get really complex. We're not gonna get into all this. Okay, I just want to give you an example. So we'll save that. All right, and then you can use this. You can kind of, we can add another column. Oh, I don't know, to tell you the truth. Look up person. I just for instance, we'll do multiple lines. Put description. And all right, so we'll do that. We'll go back and we'll edit this. So now you've got all these. So eggs, okay, that's going to be produce. Okay, and the description will be comes from chickens. I don't know. Things that come from chickens. Come from chickens. This is all just examples, obviously. Okay, we can add a new list item. So let's do, I don't know, steak. Do steak. That department will be the meat aisle, and make sure it doesn't moo. I spelled moo. Good enough. Okay. And we'll do one more menu item, and we'll do Captain Crunch. Peanut butter, baby. Peanut butter. Yummy, yummy. I don't think I've had that in years. It's going to be in the cereal department, and they're great. I know that's Tony the Tiger, and I know that's Kellogg's, but doing this off the cuff. Okay, so there we go. So that's our list. And if we go into our contents, okay, there's our list there, shopping list, okay? So if we go back to our site, we can now use that list web content. So I'll just get rid of these. All right, and we'll do list. As soon as I can find it. Okay, so we'll do shopping list, or you can click on here, you can hit shopping list in there. Come over here, and it's not in a folder. And that's, so apply. Okay, we'll close this. And you can even put this into a one column so you can see the whole thing. Okay, we'll save as draft. Okay, so there you go. If you're just building a website for yourself with all the things you do in a day, and one of the things happens to be shopping at grocery stores, then you can build a list, and sure you can think of applications that you can use towards that. And I will make a separate video on lists. Okay, guys and gals, I think we're gonna wrap this one up this time out. Next video is just gonna be a free-for-all. I'm just gonna sit down and film myself putting together this site. So there's not really going to be any type. It will be instructional, but you'll just see how a site is done and the process going through it, if that's something you want to check out. All right. I appreciate you as always, gals and guys. I thank you very much. If you could please share, like, definitely subscribe. Subscribers have been going up pretty good lately, so I'd like to see that keep going. I certainly want to monetize the channel because that will help in so many ways. And yeah, I appreciate you. I don't know what else to say at this point except bye-bye.